So interesting that this is the springtime, right? So what happens every year? Every year, the nature is renewed, right? Every year. So there are some plants that only blossom every now and then they disappear, right? But there are some plants that every year continuously keep coming up and they blossom and they give us joy. But they usually need something like soil, water, sun, and care, basically care. So without that, it's really difficult for I don't have the word right now. What is the word for those plants? Annual, perennials? Perennials. So perennials. I think about a year ago, I was one of those plants that needed something. And in my life of prayer and my relationship with everyone here, I look like I'm okay, right? I look cool, dress nice, share here and there. But internally, I was needing something. And I think all of us, as I reflect in my life of prayer and in my life of faith, it's all of us every now and then need a nice hug and a little bit of maybe new soil, maybe some new words, something, encouragement. So as I've been reflecting on, not just now because I'm addressing you, my dear brother, but I feel like this is what you have done to me. You came here, and I'm a perennial. Every year I do something. I blossom joyfully, happy, welcoming the sunlight. But then the words that you have given me personally and the sermons that I have listened to have given me a new life. It renewed my spirit. Definitely renew my relationship with your mother. I've always known her, 49 years now. But something happened in me when you first came. And I remember you when you first started coming from Michigan. I think I was the first one that gave you a hug. I think I remember that. You're awesome. And I just want to say this. Let's keep our ears, our eyes, our heart open. Because just like me, we never know when we're going to receive something to renew ourselves, to renew our life of faith. And for me, it was kind of difficult before you came. I love everyone here. Friend Kami is my dear, dear brother. Everyone here is my beautiful family. But I needed something. So don't forget the perennials around your house. They need something, right? Bless you, brother. And I want to give you a gift. Inside this small bag, there's a very special book. A book that has given life to all of us, actually. As I reflect on what I wish to say, you have said every word that is in this book. If I may. Every word in this book, he has mentioned them. So please, accept with gratitude. Bless you, brother. Bless you. Thank you very much, brothers and sisters. So we're going to hear from a beautiful sister, Miss Nomura.
Koji is coming up with me for my emotional support. Yeah. I didn't want to cry, but sorry. Hold on.
Hi. Yeah. she's the one giving a testimony, but yeah. Support, right? Yeah, Hebangja, it's been a year. Honestly, to me, it doesn't feel like it's been a year. It feels a lot shorter. But so Taiyo is gonna speak about her leadership position.
I should say it. So before, I don't remember when this thought came. Maybe like it was back in my mind for quite a while. But since I've been living here for like 20 years or more, and then knowing many of young second gens, like I don't mean to point out, but like Sagisakas, the Takami, since they're like 2, 4, really young, and then now they're like young adults, and like have I done anything for them? Probably not much as I should or I wanted to, and then this thought of like I want to do something for this Chicago community young adult or second gens. And then when Hebangja moved here, he came up to me maybe a couple months after. Actually, I don't remember when, but he asked me, do you want to be a young adult coordinator? I was like, do I want to? Not really. I mean, because it is a lot of huge responsibility being, the leader for the second gens. But then I prayed about it, thought about it. It was something that I was wanting to do or thinking of wanting to do. So I felt like God was God was probably guiding him through him to reach out to me to take this role. And this almost a year taking this role, and it's been a huge challenge, honestly. Never been in this kind of position in my life, so it's been really rewarding. So thank you for giving me this opportunity. And then, thank you so much for moving to Chicago. I know it's been a really tough journey for you as well, but we really appreciate you coming here, Hebangja, and Grace, and Sunja, and now Healy. Thank you, Hebangja. And now I want to welcome up Taiyo.
Thank you. That was beautiful. Wow, it's like, anyways, yes. Actually, I didn't know this man before he came. I just heard tales from Mr. Kai Kellett, his not father-in-law, not father-in-law, brother-in-law. I heard tales of this man being the greatest like sermon giver. He always had the most fire sermons, is what he said. So I was like, I'm looking forward to Pastor Hebangja being here. I guess I'm also going to talk about my leadership experience real quick. But I remember, it was a little bit after I'd been home for about like a year after GPA at that point, and I was feeling a lot of stagnation in my life of faith and in general. I actually chose specifically not to do anything like super public for that amount of time, because like I don't want to do anything right now. I'm just gonna, not burn out. I'm not gonna die. That was my goal, survive basically. But I realized slowly but surely I was kind of feeling more, unfulfilled. I'd go to church, just show up, and then I'd hang out with friends afterward. But there was like a sense of emptiness. I felt like I wasn't really fulfilling what I really wanted to do. And I wasn't really sure what it was. And I remember every now and then Pastor Hebangja would be like, hey, you wanna do something? You wanna, be a part of Youth Men or whatever? And I was like, I don't know, I'm still finding out what I wanna do. I'm not sure. So I'd always feel bad, because I'd be, I guess, projecting. And then one day I was in Ohio visiting a friend, and they have 21 night vigil every day, including Saturday and Sunday. And so we went Sunday night, and I was thinking about all of this. My friend and I were sharing about our lives, and then Pastor Hebangja texted me during the night vigil, I'm pretty sure. And I just read it. He's like, yeah, so we're thinking about you being the Sunday celebration coordinator. And I was like, what? Like, okay, this is a big jump. You know, I'm just a lowly GPA captain becoming a Sunday service coordinator. I don't know. But I guess eventually I said yes after a while. And I felt it was really God's timing, God working through Pastor Hebangja, to call us for hire. Because I realized, throughout that about a year, I was kind of, again, stagnant or just not really fulfilling what I really wanted to do deep down or what, God wanted me to do. And I was in my comfort zone, but I never really felt truly happy. It related a lot to Rosia's sermon, actually, last week. But so thank you for asking me to be in this position, because I feel like similar to Taiyo, I have a lot of struggles. There were times where I was caned out, and I didn't really want to be here, but at the same time, also, it was really grateful to have this experience, and there's a lot of highs as well. So, I'm really grateful for you being here and for all your wisdom and your guidance. So thank you, and here's to another year. Yes. And then lastly, we have Keiko-san for testimony.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. Well, I think it's very similar to what Jesse and Taiyo and Taiko-san shared. Sometimes I feel Pastor Hebangja may be living within my conscience. Push myself to the corner where there's no other choice but to go to God, kind of thing. So I wrote because I may go here and there. So congratulations, Pastor Hebangja, for the first year anniversary. We thank you for really coming to Chicago, our family church, and continuing working hard and leading the community. I am sure it was not an easy task for you. We are so grateful for your dedication, faithfulness in heaven. In the very beginning, when Pastor Hebangja came, he led the 21-day prayer vigil. And during that time, God allowed me to have a very deep experience. His internal guidance was incredibly deep and guided me to reflect on my life of faith fundamentally. So his words moved my heart and take me to a position, I should be there where God wanted me to be. So since Pastor Hebangja became our pastor, Heaven asked me to do more things to do for God. And the past 1 year has been continuously, for me, very good new challenges and help me to find a new self, I would say. So it is so true because of Pastor Hebangja, my good switch was flipped on. So when the new style of Sunday service started, for the first time I offered an opening prayer. After the prayer, I was supposed to announce, that's the very first time. So I was supposed to announce meet and greet and Sunday school dismiss, which I totally forgot. And I felt terrible about it. But then Pastor Hebangja said something very kind, which I do not remember what was what, but I clearly remember my heart became so light. And his words, what I needed. So since then, I continue to offer my opening prayer every first Sunday, just like today, every first Sunday of the month. So offering the prayer in public is never easy or comfortable for me. But I do it as long as Heaven asks me to do. By my taking the small challenge like this, I hope to continue serving the community when Taiyo asked me in the beginning of this year if I still want to continue doing the opening prayer, I wanted to say, no, absolutely not. But I said yes instead, because a bit uncomfortable is a good thing for me. This way I thought I can continue to grow. So Peace Set With Me is another good challenge for me. So far, we did 3 awards luncheon events every third Saturday of the month. So this program simply invites people who do advertising this program, right? So it's simple. We invite good people doing good things by sacrificing themselves for the others. So we hear their testimony and give them certificates of living for others. We show True Mothers video, the event of Sunak Peace Prize Award ceremony, so we can introduce our True Mother. I never did this type of event in a position of an organizer or host. I thought Pastor Hebangja must be bold in trusting me doing this. Yet this new challenge opened another great way that I can serve a Heavenly Parent. So I'm so thankful to Pastor Hebangja for giving me all the new opportunities that I'm able to serve a Heavenly Parent better through parents in Chicago community. So thank you. So through Pastor Hebangja, through his words, through his prayer, I am experiencing living God. So I am so grateful to you, Pastor. We continue to support and unite with our pastor for achieving much greater things for heaven and true parents in the next coming months of 2026. So God bless you, Pastor Hebangja, Grace, and Sunja and Hermie. Your family is a treasure of Chicago Family Church. We love you. Thank you.